Kerbal Space Program, Send in the Clones, Episode 13, Going Down. So in the last episode we managed to get Jeb A1 in orbit around Moon. And this episode we're going to try bring him down for landing. And since it's on the sunny side, that big crater there looks like a good place. Not that one. The one we were looking at before. Looked like a pretty good place to land him. So try and set up a maneuver node. And why it appeared on that side, I don't know. Or we're just seeing it through the moon. Or is he going to try land in there? I don't know. This is very strange. Very, very strange. Which would be why I got rid of the maneuver. I think I'm going to have to change inclination a little bit as well. Because from the looks of it, he was just aiming for the edge of that crater. But maybe we won't do that. Maybe trying to get towards the edge of that crater is good enough. I guess it's a large enough crater for certain. Anyway, try and bring his trajectory up high enough so that he gets around the edge of that crater. And then we'll have to make a burn to drop him further down. 17.7 meters per second, that's not a whole lot. And actually it looks like, what, we got about a third of that fuel left in that stage. That's quite a bit of fuel. Oh, do an EVA. EVA report. You record your observations about this situation. That's above the highlands. And transmit that. Since it's worth 100% transmitted, and set an alarm. What? Seriously? Did I just put that alarm for 30 minutes? What was the point? I think I meant 30 seconds. Certainly not what I put in. Oh boy. At least it didn't look like that's what I'd put in. Yeah. I was right the first time. Oh well. We can do an EVA anyway. See if we get something new. Moon's east far side crater. Okay, write that down. And transmit. 24 science, not too shabby. Yeah, certainly after this mission should be able to buy some kind of research. And there we go. That's what I was going for. 30 seconds, not 30 minutes. I'll try doing EVA report again. And it's the same thing. Well, I think I see Moon off in the distance. Wow. It's a long way away. Okay. Well, let's speed this thing up and get to our alarm. Blah, blah, blah. Flying through space. There's Kerbin. I guess you wouldn't technically be flying through space. I don't know. Floating through space. And there's the sun. Well, there aren't really currents in space. Close alarm. Although technically, I guess, apparently particles from the solar winds will affect the trajectory of spacecraft. So you can call those currents, solar currents. I don't know. They don't seem to refer to them as such. And anyway, here's our burn. This is going to bring us down on a trajectory that will intersect with the surface of Moon. At some point, and then we'll have to adjust it later. That is assuming we get over the edge of that crater. Because if we don't, well, that could shorten this mission quite dramatically and drastically and quickly. Okay, still 450 units of fuel in there. So it's quite a bit of fuel. I almost wonder if you could try and land on that stage, but I don't think that would be a good idea. Just look at getting some more science. Science is good. Anyway, so we're 36 kilometers up, and we're moving at an orbital speed of 500 meters per second. But our vertical speed is not changing a whole lot at the moment. So I'm going to try and add a maneuver node. I'm not sure that's the place to do it though. I think I almost should be adding it after I get over the edge of the crater. That would make more sense to me. Well, here we go. The time warp. And you can see the surface of Moon flying past below. Excuse me. And he's out again. EVA report. Above Moon's Midlands. Write that down. Excuse me. Same thing. And again, same thing. Above the Moon's Midland craters. Yeah, you write that down. Now are we going to transmit at this point or just save them up for now? Midlands again. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be the greatest way of attaching that craft to that rocket, but it's done. So we are going to transmit our reusable data before we come in for a landing. Okay, and we're just at about 27.5 kilometers up now. And approaching the crater that we're planning to land in. Alter our trajectory. Yeah, what's below is currently below. Our craft looks a bit questionable when it comes to trying to land there. Oh, and I think I see Minimus again. Just kind of above the spacecraft and a little bit to the left. Interesting. Anyway, speed up time. Because we have that ability. It's almost like magic. And I think we're coming up on the edge of that crater now. Try to do a crew report. No. Nothing new to be found there. Try and do an EVA report. Still highlands. Nothing new to be found there. 12.5 kilometers up. We should easily clear the lip of that crater. Set our trajectory, start to burn. Okay. And oh, there's the alarm. Who knew? Yeah, pretty brave trying to do this burn before we even get over the edge of the crater, but I guess I'm quite confident that we will make it over. We're not pointed directly horizontally, so slowing us down, but not really changing our trajectory from where it's our landing. We've already dropped the landing gear, so that's a good thing. Yeah, there still seems to be a fair amount of fuel in that second stage. Try to do a crew report here. And nothing new. Okay, 10 kilometers up. Cut the engines. Yeah, and so now our trajectory is pulled in quite near to the, well, I shouldn't say the middle of that crater, but not as close to the edge as it once was, that's for sure. And now if we can get past some of this other stuff that we've got in there. Anyway, send Jeb out for another EVA report. East far side crater. Yeah, okay, we've already got that. In fact, we got that on the last orbit. Okay, so less than 9 kilometers up now. Surface speed of over 200 meters per second. time to start burning and slow us down. And yeah, it's still showing an altitude. Well, it reads 3 kilometers up. Can't get it to read any higher, so no real certainty as to how high up we are from the actual surface. But this is saying sea level. It's on Moon. I'm pretty sure there's no sea. But we're at least, or at the time we were looking inside the craft, we were at least 3 kilometers up from the actual surface. Okay, surface speed is 80 meters per second and rapidly falling as we are burning full speed ahead here. Or full speed reverse almost. You can see the shadow of our craft down below. It's saying 2.6 kilometers above sea level, whatever that means. And I'm not taking the chance to try and look in the craft in the middle of all this. And I eject that stage while it's still firing the engines. Lucky we didn't have a really big accident right there. And it looks like we're about 260 meters above the surface, because that's about how far it was when that thing hit. So I guess 2 kilometers above sea level is about where we're going to land. We're going pretty fast still, so increase our, oh, and our horizontal speed's pretty high too. Yikes. I should almost brought in those solar panels just in case we roll the thing. But we come down a little rough, but we have landed. There you go. We have landed a craft on the surface of Moon. So open up that strange ladder setup. Like I said, it's more there as a bigger target for our Kerbal to aim for than it is as something for him to actually lower him right to the surface. And we can do some science. Observe mystery goo. The goo seems to be less dense here. Write that down. Crew report. You record the crew's assessment of the situation. Transmit. Alright, it's reusable. And we get 100% of the information from transmitting it. So, yeah. Observe materials bay. Find dust from Moon is intermixed with some samples. You have a sneaking suspicion they'll never be able to get the lab clean again. Write that down. Pressure data. There's no data. Temperature data. Collect and record temperature data from the environment. East far side crater. Write that down. And he's coming down. EVA just above, yeah. Already got that. Probably should have retracted that solar panel just in case so he doesn't wipe it out on his way back. Ah, here we go. Oh, he could grab it and wear it on his back. Okay, Jeb A1. Time to do your stuff. Or just hang out on that ladder. And he's down. He's in the spotlight now. And he's going to, oh, he's going to jump. I was going to say he's going to plant a flag at a weird angle, but he'll jump first. Looks pretty happy with himself. And there he is. So, plant the flag. Plant the flag. Site name. First on moon, and my caps lock thing's all messed up. Okay, try that again. First on moon, Jeb A1. Man, this guy's in everything. Just won't let anybody else have a chance. Okay, crater seems to something. EVA, dust getting everywhere. Write that down. Write that all down. And there's not too much else to report from here. Unless he wanted to go, far away and get some more data somewhere else, but I think we'll just get him back in the craft and send him home. But he does look very happy with himself, so that's a good thing. I almost hate to send him home when he looks so happy, but how can he sneak onto every other spacecraft we send if he doesn't go home? There really should be almost an option where you can set up a crew rotation or something, so you don't have the same people trying to get in the spacecraft all the time. Anyway, let's see if we can fly him up there, especially since, even with the bigger target of that ladder, I still couldn't do it. It's pretty sad. Let's try that again. And up and forward and grab. There we go. Okay, and he's in the craft. Can retract that ladder now. Anytime. I don't know why I was having such an issue with that, but I was. Extend the solar panels again, although, well, I guess on takeoff they should be pretty safe. I don't usually roll things on takeoff. And we'll transmit the reusable data that we've got. And that's it for this episode. So in the next episode we will send him home. Alright, thank you.